Welcome back to the Cold Brew Guru. I'm not napping. This is extremely serious. This is something I've been hyping up for a long time. If you follow along, I've been teasing this video, and today's finally the day. We have a 10-way whipped cream blind taste test. We're literally about to crown an undisputed king in the world of whipped creams today. Now, if you're wondering why I, Cold Brew Guru, cares about whipped cream, really just to put it simply, I love whipped cream. Put it on cereal, dessert, obviously coffee. You know, I'm the type of guy, I get my mochas with almond milk, but with whipped cream on it. Lucky for me, my wife loves whipped cream as much as I do, and she is joining me for this video. She's over here on the couch, I'm looking at her. I told you I was gonna drag her into a few videos. This is the first one of those. She's actually excited for this one, because like I said, she loves whipped cream.
So excited.
She's excited. How could you not be excited to just eat a bunch of whipped creams and figure out which one tastes the best, right? The road to this point was no easy task, because one does not simply acquire 10 different whipped creams overnight like that. We went to 5 different grocery stores. I got a few of the receipts here. 5 different grocery stores in 2 days. Drove around, got these whipped creams. We got 9 of them in 2 days. The 10th one, we actually had to ship here from the East Coast, overnight shipping, because you literally cannot get this whipped cream in Los Angeles County. I don't even think you can get it on the West Coast, period. Like, I think this is an East Coast only whipped cream. It was such a feat to get all these whipped creams that I actually vlogged the entire thing. Marsha's in some of that as well. After you watch the taste test, you need to check out the behind the scenes acquiring these whipped creams. I can't even see them from where I'm sitting, because that's kind of the point. This is gonna be the barrier, but before we get into any testing, I'm going to run through the whipped creams, and I think I have to stay down low because I'm probably out of the frame if I stand up too high. In no particular order, I'm just gonna grab them and talk a little bit about it. First up, Ralph's Kroger brand. Pretty much we're doing all the original whipped cream, so we didn't do any of the light ones, of the extra creamy. We tried to keep it to the original. So this is the first up. We've had this before. We think it's decent. It's usually not our favorite, but we'll see how it stacks up today. Next up, another tall boy can. Dairy Star in the all red can, made with real cream. Never tried this one. I think that this was from Trader Joe's. I don't think I've tried it, so we'll see how it does. Next up, Land O'Lakes. Okay, this one you can only get at Costco, and at Costco you have to buy them in 3s. So when we went the first day to get some whipped cream, boom, right off the bat, we had 3 whipped creams when we only needed the 1. We have a refrigerator full of whipped cream now because of that, but this one's pretty good. Again, even more calories, so 25 calories per serving versus that one I just showed you, which was 20. And you know, the serving size for whipped cream is pretty standard. Next up, this is called Natural by Nature. I gotta check the receipts to see where we got this one. This is $5.50 at Whole Foods. Whole Foods 365, Silver Lake. This is apparently maybe more of a premium brand whipped cream. We'll see how it stacks up. Next up, 365 brand. So Whole Foods 365 brand, light whipped topping. Not whipped cream, whipped topping. I, again, cannot remember if we've had this one or not. I kind of feel like we have, and I feel like we didn't like it, so I'd expect this to score low, if I remember correctly. Next up, Reddi Wip, original. This is the OG of the game. If you haven't had Reddi Wip canned whipped cream, then you probably haven't ever had whipped cream in your life. It's kind of like the ultimate brand, and it's really good. Next up, ooh, okay. That means we're getting to the end of the list. I sort of put this one at the end. Listen, this is Cabot whipped cream. My wife's ears are perking up as I say it in the background. Cabot whipped cream. This is the one that we looked on the internet for any store on the West Coast that sold this, and it's almost like it didn't exist out here. Shout out to my parents. They were kind enough to overnight us some. 3 cans actually, because why would you just send 1 when you can send 3? We expect this to score highly today because something about it, I don't know if it's like when we go home and we can taste the nostalgia in the whipped cream or something, but it's always so good, and my family is spoiled the fact that they just go to the store and buy this no problem. Okay, we're not quite at the end yet. Dairy Pure. Got this at the Gelson's after I went to the Trader Joe's. It's been vlogged about. First of all, there was a line at Trader Joe's with the social distancing, but not at the Gelson's when I went, so just so you know. $3.60, so not really expensive. We've never tried this brand, so I'm excited to try it and see where it scores. Okay, oh, there's another one. Thought I put the caveat at the end, but I didn't. This probably wins the bouginess award. You can just tell by the can with the fancy pie suggested serving. I literally don't know how to say it. Isigny Sainte-Mère. It was expensive. I think that this was like $7, but I can't find it in the receipts. I'll let you know. Finally, as a little wild card, non-dairy almond milk whipped cream. We've had this before. I'm pretty sure that we will be able to tell the almond milk whipped cream from the others. But I decided to throw it in there because we like it and it would be fun to stack it up against some real whipped cream. Oh no, I wasn't even recording on the microphone. I have to use the camera audio. It's not gonna sound good. I just turned my microphone on, so the audio has now shifted to sound much, much clearer. If you've made it this far, thank you for staying with us here on the Cold Brew Guru. Before we start, this is the last thing, how the testing is going to go. Marsh is gonna go first. She will be blindfolded. You literally cannot see anything. So the cans are out of sight, and I will shake up a can of whipped cream, reach over, and give her 1 shot glass worth of whipped cream. She can remove the blindfold, taste the whipped cream with a spoon, and then she's going to rank it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best. So the point really is to try to get down to a top 3 and 1 clear winner, because it's going to be hard to tell your taste preferences apart, maybe between the 9th versus the 10th scoring whipped creams. When we get it down to a top 3, we'll go through maybe another round to figure it out. Then we'll switch roles. Finally, we'll average our scores together and come up with a master score, which will then determine the winner. And if somehow after that there's still a tie, we'll figure it out.